Okay guys, this is a technique for coercing a stubborn snake to eat. It doesn't want to eat. I have a theri. Just want to get it in the shot here. I have a theri baby who refuses to eat on its own, and I'm going to show you a technique that I kind of stumbled across, developed a little bit. I'm sure I'm not the only one that does this, but it's been a big help, especially when I used to breed gray-banded king snakes. They're notorious for not eating. This guy's eaten 2 already this way. I'm hoping he'll do it again and won't make a fool out of me, but once they do this a few times, they get the hint and they realize that they're supposed to eat the pinky. So for those of you who are squeamish and don't like to see this kind of stuff, just please turn the video off. I'm not doing this to be gross or to be, I'm not trying to get attention or anything in this manner. I'm just trying to show some people could use this technique to help them get their snakes to eat. I've heard a lot of people have trouble getting certain snakes. Certain species of snakes are real tough to get to eat when they're babies. Once they start eating, they're fine. So anyway, what I do is I grab the snake and I just leave about 1.5 inches of his head and neck sticking out. This is called tease feeding. There's one way I tease feed. And I hold on to the snake. Then I grab the pinky and I get snake mad. Slap him in the face a couple times, get him really mad, and try to get him to bite. There you go. And I don't let go of the snake. The snake, it seems to me the snake thinks that what's got hold of him is the pinky. And I don't know if he's eating to be eating or eating because he thinks he's getting attacked, and that this is a way of him surviving, of getting out of the grip of whatever's got hold of him. But I had six baby theris. Only one ate on its own. I've gotten 4 of the other ones to eat in this manner, and I've still got one that won't even eat like this. I'm going on a week of trying, even tease feeding, he won't eat. So eventually he'll give in. Eventually his hunger will kick in, and this will trigger a feeding response, like it's doing with this guy. And sometimes what I do, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. As the snake is swallowing the pinky, I start loosening the grip so the snake thinks he's winning. The snake actually thinks, hey, I'm killing this thing that's got a hold of me, and but I don't let him get away completely. So he's starting to squeeze out. If I let go, a lot of times if I let go completely, he'll let go completely. Try to get him in the frame here. So I don't suggest letting go completely. Although I did have one snake that was the only way he would eat, is if I let go completely. So try several different variations and see what works. Now, some of you might be saying, well, you should have used a frozen pinky. I've tried with frozen pinkies. Sometimes it works. I don't have as much success with it. The idea is, as the pinky struggles and fights back, he thinks he's fighting whatever it is that's got a hold of him. I think that's part of the illusion here, part of the trick to get the snake to eat the pinky. Is he thinks he's fighting for his life. So, I thought he was going to let it go. Sometimes they let go. You move around too much. That's another thing I should mention. You need to be absolutely still. I'm sitting on the floor on a little coffee table, and I'm not moving anything but my mouth. You need to be in a quiet room. No one can be walking past. You can't have any kids or pets walking around. You have I thought he was going to let it go. He looked like he was going to let it go. See, if I were to let go of him right now, he'd probably let that pinky go and try to make a run for it. I don't know how well y'all can see it in the camera because he's facing me. See if I can swing him around a little bit. The one baby that doesn't want to eat, all he does is chew on the pinky like he's trying to, like he's really mad and he's trying to just kill the pinky, but he won't swallow. This guy keeps looking at me. I want him to turn to the camera, but here we go. Alright, a little better shot. I still got hold of his tail. Now, I have seen him let him go at this point. He's kind of only got the head, and by now he should have started swallowing a little bit more than that. I think y'all get the idea anyway. Whether this one actually eats it or not, he may not, because I'm not being as still as I should be. I think he's gonna eat it. The phone's ringing, I can't answer it, and it sounds like it's my wife. Special ring, I know it's her. This may take a while, so I'm going to end the video here, and the whole idea was just to give you an idea of one technique that you can use to try to coerce a stubborn snake to eat. Okay, so he wants to make extra sure that this thing is dead. I'm going to let go of his tail just to see what happens. Just to see if he continues to eat. I gotta move this. Get back. I don't know if he's gonna finish eating. But anyway, y'all get the idea. This works pretty good. You gotta have some patience. You might have to do it several times. I try it 3 or 4 times in one sitting, and after about 4 or 5 times, if the snake lets go the pinky, he bites it but lets go, I leave it for another day and then try again tomorrow. And you do this every day, and eventually the snake will eat the pinky. There he goes. He's trying to make a run for it. Anyway, y'all get the idea. I hope it helps somebody out.